Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. Brian Ortega 2-3 in his last 5 fights, plus 250 underdog, 34 years old, 5'8" with a 69-inch reach, fighting the former champion Aljamain Sterling. 24 wins, 5 losses, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. Obviously, his last 2 losses were O'Malley and Mavzar. I thought he beat Mavzar 2-1, but close fight. Not necessarily a robbery, but I did think Aljamain Sterling won that. Dominated Calvin Kattar, shocker. Minus 305 favorite at 36 years old, 5'7" with a 71-inch reach, 2-inch in reach with a 1-inch in height for Brian Ortega. This fight is awesome. So good. The biggest problem I have with Brian Ortega fought Lopez, who's a good grappler, but Ortega is a really, really good grappler in his own right. He didn't really do anything impressive besides survive that early knockdown against Lopez. Aljamain Sterling, even though he's a little older, he went toe-to-toe, second for second, against Mavzar Ivalov. And again, I thought he won. And I don't see Brian Ortega being able to handle what Mavzar was able to handle in a very, very competitive with a guy that could be challenging for the title right now. He's a good fighter, even if he hasn't necessarily lived up to the hype. He's still a good fighter, won all of his fights in Mavzar. And Aljo, I think, won the fight. T-City hasn't looked very good, even in his win against Chen Sung-jung, even in his win against Yair Rodriguez. He hasn't looked good in his last 5 fights. To me, that's the reality. He probably hasn't looked good since that Cub Swanson finish all those years ago. Okay, the finish against Frankie Edgar was incredible. Renato Marcano was a good one, comeback, but good one. And then Cub Swanson was great, kicked himself off the cage to get a guillotine, beautiful. But then the Frankie short notice was awesome as well. 3 performance bonuses in a row. Fight of the night, fight and performance of the night, and then performance of the night. And fight of the night against Max Holloway as well. But yeah. But again, I do like this matchup a ton, but I have Aljamain Sterling winning probably by decision. But I have Aljo winning. As always, subscribe, like, comment, and let me know you're picking. Peace.